Hey guys, it is Friday, January 8th, and I am in beast mode today. So this is the laundry hamper for the house. So you guys see it is, well, it was empty. I'm going to show you where this came from, but all empty. And this is pretty much how it stays every day. And I am going to share with you how. You can hear the dryer behind me going. Linen. Today I'm doing linen. So that wraps up the laundry for today. And I had a little bit of extra linen because we had a couple of sick kids. So extra linen. But yeah, I'm going to share something with you guys in the way of laundry, because I hear a lot of people overwhelmed with laundry and not knowing how to tame the laundry monster, especially with a large family, is rather difficult. It's just a basket of towels, and that's pretty much how I fold. I just pull the towels out. When I wash, I pull them out, fold them right there, and put them away. That way I don't have piles of baskets everywhere, because that can happen really quickly and really easily. And I can tell you, I spend an hour, maybe an hour and a half a week doing laundry. How is that possible? Yeah, it's possible. Okay, my laundry room is right off my bathroom, so anytime I'm running to the bathroom for whatever, to help somebody, wash my hands or clean the bathroom, whatever, I'm going to look in this basket. If there's anything in here, I'm going to throw it in the wash machine. Of course, I'm not just going to put a little bit like these couple items, but it's going to go in the washer. And when I walk back through the house, it'll be finished. And I switch it out to the dryer. And that's it. That's why there's not a lot of stuff in here. And I just keep it going like that. It only takes me a few minutes. And then folding the things up in here, basically on top of the washer, it holds me accountable. I have to move the stuff and put it away in order to use the washer. So that's the reason why I fold it up in here. And it only takes me a few minutes to do it. Because if I take it to another room in a basket or whatever, it's more likely to sit in that basket, because somebody's going to start yelling, or I don't know, somebody's going to need something, and that's just going to keep happening all day. And then I'll say, oh, I'll get to it in a little while, I'll get to it in a little while, and it's going to stay in the basket. If it's on top of the washer, I have to clear the washer to use it. So that's one of my little tips. If you don't have because I don't have a space or a table in here, or room for a table, so I just do it on top of the washer or the dryer. But let me take you into what I was doing, what put me into beast mode this morning. Okay, these kids are sleeping, stepping over stuff. Okay, so I have 2 laundry baskets in the whole house. This is one of them. And this is little kids' clothes. As you can see, this is folded. And what I just did was put the girls' under clothes. This is underclothes and socks in the drawer. One drawer. They know whose is whose. Okay? I'm getting ready to show you guys some hacks that I had to figure out with these little kids, because they're not like my older kids. When they were little, they wouldn't go in the closet and do what these little ones do, and it was driving me crazy. I would spend more time doing laundry than anything else. I mean, like hours all day, and I couldn't. And so I think, like I said, a lot of people are getting hung up on the laundry, and this is just their laundry. Shortcut any way you can, as long as it is clean. Okay, As long as it's clean, don't worry about the rest. Okay, in the closet, the kids share, they all have a set of drawers. This one happens to be the underwear sock drawer, and this bottom drawer has swimsuits and some of Zion's, I think, like overflow, some shorts and stuff. Aaliyah has pink, Zion has turquoise. Although all of those are not her clothes. Aaliyah has, I think, one of these drawers, maybe two. I don't know, I see her clothes in there. I'm getting ready to explain that. Layla has purple and Tariq has black. Okay. Let me open this drawer and show you. See this drawer? There's nothing folded in this drawer, is it? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But didn't I just show you this basket? All this stuff folded. It only took me a few minutes to fold it. And a hung shirt. Okay? The stuff goes in here like this. And when I come back and look, it's like this. So guess what? I guess I must have got a little bored today. It's Friday and that's what I do. I do, you know, make sure everything's just cleaned up throughout the whole house. I got bored and folded the clothes. Or maybe I just wanted some alone time. You know, the kids were aggravating me, and I figured if I fold up clothes, they'll leave me alone, because I usually will call them to help me, and they don't want to help. So they're going to run the other way. So that bought me, you know, some time alone. Okay? But yeah, they come through the drawers, rummage through the drawers, and it got on my nerves. And so I just stopped folding. And just give them their clothes, or I will bring them in here and put them in here, because there's no sense in folding them. They're going to unfold them. Now, there's one drawer that, these are just the summer clothes, and they're not really in them. This one is still somewhat folded. My little tips, I always fold clothes like this and put them this way. I don't stack them. That way you can just pull up like this, and you're pulling up the item, you can see what it is. Because if you stack them, they have to dig down, and that just makes a mess in itself. But she hasn't gone through this drawer, so very much. That's why it's still a little bit tidy. But I'm not too much caring about this, because these are things that I have to get sort. This is summer clothes. It's still hot here. They still wear the stuff. But I need to go through and kind of swap out and see who can fit what. And I know the majority of this is going to come out, because Aaliyah is bigger and Zion cannot fit these clothes. So they're going to be giving away a lot of them. So I'm not even worried about this right here. This is not important. But pretty much that's how everybody's drawers look. I don't know how it's dark in there, but yeah. So even though this basket is folded, I can put the laundry in the, what is this? A Lego in the drawer. I can put this stuff in the drawers just like this, you know, like that, and come back in 20 minutes and it'll be a mess. So that's my little tip. My older kids didn't do this. These little ones do. So anywho, their pajamas stay in these things right here. I repurposed from IKEA. They used to be shoe cubbies. And I just repurposed this for them. So they have their pajamas. And yes, they are a mess, but that's them. They find their stuff just fine. And I don't bother it as long as it's not on the floor. It's clean. They do get upset sometimes because the things don't match. They should match. That's how I put them in here. But if they come through and pull them out, then they're just going to spend that time looking for their clothes. That's their problem. Yeah, I know. Tough. Yeah. I'm hard. I have to train these little kids. This is what I'm getting at right here. This is all their fall and winter stuff. And they are wearing these clothes most of the days. It is getting cooler. But please tell me I'm not the only one that has kids that go in the closet and play. I just hung, I had to rehang. From here to here. Everything was down here, and you see a little bit still down here. But those are things I have to get rid of. Too small. Everything off the hangers. I lost a couple of hangers because they were broken. But everything. Everything. So that's why I said beast mode. So this, this I do keep orderly. Now this, well, hung. This is not normally how I do things. I have it separated by whose is whose. I would normally keep, like I see a lot of Layla stuff here, Tariq stuff over here, and then Aaliyah stuff here, and Zion stuff over there. Today, it's just all in there because I just needed it hung up because I have a lot of things that I'm doing today. And it's usually by color because I would have the big kids help me get them dressed. And I would say, go bring me such and such white shirt. And they could find it. And I trained them like that when they were little. And they could never figure out because all of them had about this many clothes. Just one of them. And I would say, bring me the 4th white shirt on the right. And they would come back with a shirt. And it wouldn't be the right white shirt. And they're like, here. And I said, that's not the 4th white shirt. That's how OCD I was. And they knew, I was serious. I meant business when it came to the clothes. But I don't know, this is a whole different group of kids. These, I just kind of go with the flow. I'm not too upset. Eventually we'll get there. They'll stop playing in the closet. But I did have them grouped together by color. So all of, his blue shirts would be together. And I think I just stuck this one in there today. All of the jeans would be together, sweatpants if they're hung up in here, all of the pinks, all of the purples, all of the yellows, because that's how I like to find clothes. I don't like to have to go search through, this and that like this. I didn't even see this. I wouldn't notice it because it's, stuck in there like that. So I like everything to be lined up accordingly. I think the girls were looking at their closet. It was clean when the girls were here over the Christmas break. My older one was here and it was cleaned up. But anywho, that's just my little tip. I just, this issue I don't even touch. And these are going to stay like this. Honestly, because we're getting ready to pack. So I'm not getting ready to fool with these. I'm going to order them by whose they are. So all the boys' clothes are going in one place. I will arrange them so that when we get to the other end, they will come out. That way I can rehang them the way they need to be. But for right now, this is what I'm doing. And it's fine like this. It's fine. So don't beat yourself up. If everybody has laundry. Everybody has a lot of laundry. Those couple items that I showed you in the laundry basket were things that were down here on the floor that were actually dirty. So I had to pull those out. And I didn't realize it until after I had already done the laundry. So that's why that's in there. But I will get to that. I have a box here of things that I need to get through really quickly. I have somebody that needs clothes. Baby clothes. So that's what's in there. And I'm getting ready to sort out. Because there's boys and girls. I'm just going to give all the girl clothes. I don't even care what it is. I'm not saving anything. And then here, I just pulled out clothes that were actually in the closet hung. But they pulled down. So I just tossed these aside. This was the next batch. So I think these were what she was wearing last. Yeah. So I love that little dress. But, I'm going to get rid of it because I could go through here and say that about everything. Yeah, 6 to 12 months Gymboree. Yeah, it's gone. And that's basically all that's in here. A lot of Gymboree stuff. But like I said, if I can help someone out, I'm willing to do that. I don't remember this. This was Zion. She didn't even wear it. Old Navy. This little jacket. A lot of this stuff still has tags on it, guys, because she outgrew it. She skipped a whole size. Like I said, the girl is 2, just turned 2, and wears a size 5'6". So I had no idea. So, that's the way life goes. But basically, like I said, what I do is this basket I pull out of the dryer and I fold it. I fold it right there. But what I did do is, okay, let me back up. The way I save time on doing the laundry, because everybody's clothes goes in the hamper. I don't sort anything. The towels I take out of the bathroom. So towels don't go in there, dish towels don't go in there, and diapers don't go in there, just clothes. Okay? As far as washing, I don't sort anything. I don't sort. I used to do that, trying to sort dark, white, colored, whatever. I stopped doing that. Do you see faded clothes? Bled on white clothes? No. You don't have to. And if you're worried about that, use, I don't know, there's some color catchers or something like that that'll stop, clothes from bleeding. But I don't have that problem. And, like I said, with these kids coming through here pulling stuff down, and a lot of stuff gets thrown around, and then I have to go wash it. I won't just hang it back. I have to wash it before it goes back. So I'm not going to sit here and sort all those clothes. That's just too much time. All the linen goes in together, comes out together. The towels go in together, come out together. So I don't have to sort through that stuff. It's just everybody else's clothes, which really doesn't take that much time to sort through. I pull out their clothes. Socks are a different issue. Their socks I took out of here because they kept playing with them. They would put on 30 pair of socks a day, and I would find a sock here, a sock there, a sock there. There's a basket in my room, a little one, that has socks. I dump them out every couple weeks, and they match them up, and they bring them back in here. I stopped the sock game. I mean, it's educational for them, but I don't have time for socks. Everybody else's socks, they put their socks up. Everybody else's clothes, they put their own clothes up, folded. But for these guys, this is what I do. That's why I don't spend a lot of time. I said it takes me a few minutes to put the clothes in, start to wash, and walk away. Put them in a dryer, take them out, fold them up, and I'm done. So hopefully, if you keep up a system like that every day, you pretty much should have laundry every day. If you don't sort, everybody wears clothes every day. Take them off at the end of the day, throw them in the wash machine, wash them, dry them, fold them. In the morning, you can put them away. Start all over again at night. You will not be behind. If you let that stuff pile up and don't wash every day, yeah, you're going to be behind. But if you do it every day, you're only going to have what you wore. If you do it every 2 days, but you need to be diligent with it. If you have, 5, 6 people in the family, I would do it every day, because that's a lot of clothes right there. Especially during the winter months, you're wearing more clothes. And then when you have sick kids and you're doing extra laundry, you have to account for that. So I would, definitely, I wouldn't say I just wash one load a day. I'm not saying that. I said I only spend like an hour, hour and a half a week. I do wash more than one load a day, because some days it may be the towels, or it may be the dish towels. And I do wash diapers. So it's going to be at least 2 loads a day. Some days I may not even have to wash, because sometimes the kids don't get dressed for whatever reason. So the little ones, I mean, there's not that much to wash. But I do make sure at the end of the day, that everything is empty. Every now and then I have come through and looked at the basket and thought, wow, or in the hamper, and said, oh wow, there's laundry, and I didn't notice it. I guess I forgot. But it wasn't a huge amount that I couldn't tackle, just the load to throw in there. So that's, If you're sorting, stop sorting. If you're folding little kids' clothes, stop folding. Trust me, a lot of people will not admit to this, but they do it. And it works. Do not fold. I think I ran across somebody else that had this system on, I think on Pinterest or something. Then she said she only spent about an hour a week, and they had a large family. It works. Do not fold it. I mean, once they get, I'm going to give them about, probably about their 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe about 8. Give them more responsibility. Maybe 7. And see if they can stop undoing the drawers. You know, I'm just older now, wiser now, been there, done that, and, you know, tried and true. I just stick with what works, what does not give me a headache. But, like I said before, my closets used to be ship shape, tip top, you know, find that white shirt, find me that purple shirt, and I wouldn't say, or I would tell them what brand it was, and what color it was, and what number. Every item had a number. It was unmarked, but I knew in my head, and I knew when I sent them to the closet, like empty hangers when they took off clothes, and I did laundry again, the hangers would be there, so I knew exactly where it went. And I knew if I sent them to the closet to put their clothes up, if they put the wrong item in the wrong place, and it would drive them crazy. But I eventually got them on it, because they would come to me all the time, Mom, I can't find such and such, I can't find this, they have this, where's this? And I did not have time to go run up and down the stairs looking for people's clothes, you know, and it was right there. So that's the reason why I was so hard on them when it came to clothes, and they thanked me for it though. So hopefully, you know, I'll give you a little hope, a little perspective on, you know, really what a large family goes through in the way of laundry. Like I said, this is just the 4 little kids' clothes. Okay, so imagine everybody else's. I would not be able to function if I had to sit here and make sure all this mess was folded up every 5 minutes and all. Nope. Right here. So you know, like I said, cut corners the way you can. Once the kids get, you know, I'm not saying they don't know how to fold. They do know how to fold their clothes. They do. The little ones know how to fold their clothes. I just sometimes don't let them. I'd rather do it myself. But yes, I teach them very young to fold. I teach them to take the things out of the dryer, even the baby, things like that. I teach them to put them away. They will put them away in the drawers the way I showed them, the right way. They will. But then they come in here and play. So that's the reason why I do it myself. But yeah, the older ones, I did the same thing. I would teach them. I did it for them, and then I taught them how to do it themselves. And then I would come upstairs and I would look in their drawers. Did you put this away? Yes. Open your drawer. Let me see. If there was anything wrong, one thing, I would pull everything out and make them fold it all over again. And that discipline is what kept them on track. So I'm going to have to do this with the little guys. But like I said, they're a little bit too little for this. They're not getting the concept. And I'm not doing anything that important where I have to be that hard on them yet. So, but it takes the whole house. When it comes to laundry, it takes the whole house. I do the majority of the work, but it takes the whole house. So if you're sitting there struggling to, you know, get the laundry done, you need to get your whole family on board and get a system. We did the thing where, you know, certain people washed on certain days, you know, that type of thing. I don't care if that's what you're doing. You know, if you have a whole setup in the laundry room, we used to have that where I had empty baskets in the laundry room, and PJs and underwear and socks would go in there. And everybody had their basket. Everybody had a mesh bag for their socks. And that's how stuff would get washed, their socks and underwear. It would get washed in the bag and pulled out. just like that, and tossed in their bin, and it worked. And they would take that bin on Friday upstairs to their room and put it in the drawer, bring it back down. That was it. However you want to work it, everybody has to be a part of it, not just mom. So rework your laundry system and don't get overwhelmed. You know, it's the little ones that you need to work with, not the big ones. If you have big kids, they should be helping. Okay, when I say big, 7, 8, maturity wise, you can gauge that. You know, they can do a lot more than you give them credit for. Even if it comes out looking like this, let them do it. It's a start. If they fold them and keep them folded, that's kudos. Some kids are A-brain like that. My kids have other talents, okay? But, yeah, get your laundry system going. That way you're not backed on laundry. Get the house in order. You know, all this is a part of, you know, your home management. If you're homeschooling, laundry is a major part. You have to have a system. That's the first thing I recommend. You know, you got to have some type of system with the laundry and with the groceries, the meal planning. Those are the first couple of things. If you don't have that stuff in order, the whole homeschooling lesson plan, curriculums, all of that is going to go right out the window, because you're going to be thinking about all of this. So, anywho, guys, I'm going to stop my little laundry rant. But I just wanted to share some little tips and hacks with you guys. You know, just show you some real life. You know, this is really, it's real. And this is what I go through. I don't do this every week. No, this is going to stay like this. But this is what I've had to deal with, having to pull all these clothes off the box and hang them back up. And so I'm just going to finish up right here. This is basically 2 small things right here. Let's see, just 2 items that I need to pull out, I think. Let's see. Yeah, that's too small. And that's it. Everything else is going to be sorted out in this box and put away. So I'll put his stuff in his drawer. And yeah, see, habit. I fold by habit. It's a habit, guys. I'm telling you. But he'll come back in here and pull it out. I don't care. All right, guys. Shoot me your comments, your tips, your hacks, suggestions. You know, just let me know what helps, if this helped, if you want further clarification, if you want. I started to show you on paper, but I figured this way may be better since I was just in here on this. But I could show you, you know, the flow on paper, if that makes sense. Because, yeah, you guys know I keep things written down. But show you just the system, how I work it. It's really simple. One little page. So, anywho, thumbs up, subscribe. I'll be back.